XXXX, the XX day of the XX month. 36 hours remain. Hello there, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby version. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we finished off the champion and battled May on our way back to Little Root Town. In today's episode, we are beginning the post-game, and it seems like something's going on.
Professor Cosmo, it's a disaster! The meteorite's trajectory has suddenly changed direction. Now it's on a collision course with our planet. Oh, what? Recheck that. Update the course calculations to confirm the new trajectory. Target locked on. Confirming the meteorite's new expected trajectory now. According to the numbers, it should make impact somewhere southwest of Zootopolis on a small island off Route 131. But changing trajectories mid-flight, it's almost like it's alive. But Professor, what should we do? What do we do? Calm yourself, man. Yes, sir. So it's come to this. Looks like I won't be needing this. Yep. Phew! That's so much better. Oh, I feel so free. That uniform got pretty stinky after a while, and I was sweaty too. Oh, my adorable little Aster. Are you that happy to see me looking like myself again? You're just too darn cute. Phew. But there's not much time left for us. It'll only be a matter of weeks. No, days. Things have gotten a bit tricky now since that kid managed to stop one of the super ancient Pokemon from being revived like it should have been. Not that it's really a big deal, I've already thought of a new plan. It's just a tweak a bit with a keystone, one with plenty of that built up. I swear I'll protect you, Aster.
With that, guys, welcome to the Delta episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby version, and it feels like we're just getting started. So we're back home, and yeah, the room looks pretty much the same. My bed, I don't even know. I guess it doesn't even look like I slept on it. Maybe I fell asleep on the Snorlax doll. Let me check my clock. I think everything's good. We're right on time. We're right on schedule. So this is pretty much like the story-based post-game part, which is going to be an absolute blast since it's very new to the game. And hey, look, it's our parents.
Why, if it isn't Rodri? It's been some time since I last saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get. But your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh, and before I forget, I was thinking of giving these to you.
We obtained a pair of tickets, which if you remember, our parents were actually talking about earlier on. They mentioned about tickets to go to the Space Center or something of that sort, and they decided to give them to us, which is pretty great. This is all just a part of the post-game. And wait, Daddy-O, why do you want me to invite May, man? You see the way she looks at me? I thought she hated me. Am I missing something? Am I missing something here? Don't let my Nurse Joy find out.
That daddy of yours, he comes home for the first time in ages, and all he talks about is Pokemon. Why can't he ever just let go and relax?
It looks like something's on TV. Is that Power Rangers? Is that Dragon Ball Z? Is that Dragon Ball GT? Is that the original Dragon Ball? Is that Power Rangers? What Power Rangers is it? I don't like that second Power Ranger Zeo. It sucked. I don't want to watch no Power Ranger Zeo. Now Power Rangers, you know, Ninja Storm and all those, they're all right. They're all right. All right, you know, I'll give them a little bit of credit. They weren't that crappy. They're all right. You know, even the one where the dude comes back as the Black Power Ranger, you know, and then he was originally the Red Ranger, and then he was originally the White Ranger, but he was actually the Green Ranger. With that, guys, we got our tickets, and we are ready to get out of here. So let's go talk to May and see if she wants to come with us, or what's up with it. And look who it is.
Huh? Whoa, are we in sync or what? You know, I was just thinking about you. It's great to meet you. It is our first real meeting, right? Yeah, that's right. Of course it is. The name's Zinnia, and you? Well, I know all about you. You're Rodri, of course. You're the new Pokemon League champion.
Thank you. Someone finally recognizes it. High fives, high fives. Thank you so much.
Pokemon now, aren't you? Okay, I know. I'll leave it alone. Look, I'm stopping. But this sure is a nice place, isn't it? Little Root Town? And everybody living here is just so nice, too. Like that neighbor of yours. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to go on like that.
You can go on all you want.
We should keep our first meeting short. Until next time, then. Bye-bye.
I actually really enjoy the Zinnia music they put on. It brings me back to some good old days. I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. It's a really old school game. It's called Guns, with like a Z. I used to play it here on the computer. Actually, I'm in El Salvador still, guys. High five. How's it going? Yeah. So I actually used to play it here back in the day when I was a kid, and the music actually sounds a lot like the Zinnia theme, if you guys have ever played it. But look who it is. It's our good old friend May. But as we do this, there's going to be a lot of adventures going on. Basically, someone stole May's keystone, and I'm just going to talk a little bit. I've been in El Salvador for the past couple days. If you guys saw my Facebook and Twitter posts, I actually ended up somehow getting like an eye and sinus infection. Thankfully it didn't last long. It's pretty much gone now. I had it for like 2-3 days. Feel much better, greater. So thank you guys, to all you who wish me well. And I feel a lot better now, back on track as we go on, as we progress back again into the Delta episode and Omega Ruby here in this new year. Happy New Year to all of you guys. I will begin telling you little stories of things I've gotten myself into here in El Salvador. As you know, I've spent pretty much 2 weeks here, and I've spent it with my family. My sister was here. She actually just left like 2 days ago to go back to Florida. I'll be leaving here in like 2 days as well, and I have like an overnight flight, but enough with that. It's been a really great time, and I'm just excited to get back into the swing of things and actually tell you guys about everything that's been going on with me. And as you can see, it looks like someone's over here bothering Wally. But as I was saying, one of the things that I've really been enjoying here, I'm going to do like a backtrack. This is going to be like a Curious Case of Benjamin Button style. Wait, yes, you begin old and then you go back to being a baby. There we go, that's how we're going to do it. So basically, I've been enjoying my time here, spending a lot of time with my family. As I said, my sister left, and it's kind of strange, You make the most of the time you have here because you don't really know when you'll be back. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately. Like, I'm not sure when I'll be coming back here, so I'm just trying to enjoy the time. I decided that when I came on this trip, that one of my main goals was going to be to, not lounge around, not sit around all the time, but if someone offered me to do something, or there was a trip or an adventure, I was going to take it. That was the main goal coming here. It was to go on an adventure, to go all out, to have fun, and to have a great 2 weeks with no regrets. And I must say that, I came in with that mentality, and here I am today, and I think I had a blast. I had an amazing time here. It was great getting to spend time with my family. Went on a lot of little adventures. I got to spend a lot of time with everyone, and I'm just very glad, the time I've put in here. I think it's been a heck of a blast, and it's sad to see it go. It's sad for winter break to have flown by so quickly, but you also have to think, if you made the most of it, then you live with no regrets, and that's what life's all about. And I think I've done a great job of it, so I'm just kind of excited, to see what this new year brings us. I think that's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions, to just make the most of it. One of my friends, it was actually Luke. You guys know my buddy Luke, Zelda Master. I actually saw him tweet out, and he mentioned the fact that next year he wants to be able to look back on the year and know that, he lived that year to its fullest potential, and that, he had a good time, and he did everything he could, and that, he didn't have any regrets. And I think that was just really great. It kind of hit me. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. I think that is a great way to live. I was like, heck yeah, man. That's exactly how it's to be. And I think that's one of those goals I'm going to be shooting for. One of those goals that we should all be striving for, just to make the most of it. And I'm just ready for this new year to begin. So many new challenges, so many more things in store for us. It's just the beginning. It's only January. I can't even imagine how much things are going to change, by next December. If you stop and think about it, think about how much you changed from this past December 31st, and the January 1st before it. So 1 year ago, even today, from this January to the past, how much you've changed, how much you've grown. And can you just imagine how much you will have changed even more in this coming year? And it's crazy. That's what life's all about. And, just hope that the change is going to be good, and that it's going to impact you positively, and that you're going to be in a better place a year from now. And I think you should shoot for that. You should set some goals. If you want to travel, make those arrangements, travel, do it. Don't just sit around saying you're going to do these things. You should actually do them. And that's something I've really been thinking about. If you have those goals in life, set them in this coming year. Set maybe like 3 small goals, maybe 1 long-term goal, something like that, and try to reach them. I know personally, I'm going to try to travel. I'm going to try to maybe hit up, 2 countries I've never been to, and maybe go on 4 random adventures here in the U.S. Something like that. Those types of goals. And I think it's really good, because imagine when the next December 31st comes around, if you make a little checklist now and you're like, hey, I want to achieve this, you will probably be able to if you set them. And I think that's a good way to live. I'm gonna come up with it. I'm gonna have time to think. I still have my huge plane ride. It's like a 6-7 hour plane ride back to Florida. I'm gonna think up of a list, something really cool. And when I have it, I think I'm definitely gonna tell you guys what my list is, and hope that I can check them off. Heck, maybe I could even make a couple of videos on the trips or whatever, the goals I'm doing, the goals that we're gonna make. We can even make them together, and I think that would be something that's a lot of fun. As you may have been reading, we're actually here talking to Steve-O's daddy-o, because there has been a lot of problems going on with mysterious things and all these sort of things, and he's about to tell us about something, and we're gonna take it all in. So let's listen to what this guy has to tell us.
Let me first take us back 3,000 years to the days when this story began. There was a great war at that time in a region far from here. That war was finally brought to an end by a weapon created by one man. And what energy source could power such a dreadful weapon? Do you know? You see, it ran on the life energy of Pokemon. The energy that could be gained by the sacrifice of so many Pokemon.
The Philosopher's Stone? What is this, Full Metal Alchemist?
The president of Devon before me said this. Couldn't we use the energy to improve the lives of people in Pokemon? And so he developed our greatest creation here at the Devon Corporation, Infinity Energy. Thanks to Infinity Energy, Devon was able to become one of the top industries in Hoenn and developed into the giant you see today. You'll be surprised to learn that the parts you once recovered for us were in fact parts of a motor that would make it possible to power a submarine using Infinity Energy.
Well, that's pretty cool. I guess they came up with invaluable source of fuel. I mean, if you want to sneak me, the recipe for it, I will gladly open up a company and make some Poké dollars. You know what I'm saying?
My preamble has been quite long, but we arrive at last at the issue. That is the overwhelming catastrophe which now appears. A huge asteroid more than 6 miles diameter is currently on track to collide with our planet. We have been working together with the Moss Deep Space Center, which was first to recognize the danger. Countermeasures were unsure. In order for these plans to succeed, though, we need a meteorite shard.
So that's it! You want him to go and get that shard for you?
Ha! That's my boy, alright. I knew you'd understand at once.
It was hardly a deduction worthy of praise.
I want you to make your way to the Granite Cave near Dewford. According to our service, you should be able to find that kind of meteor shards that we need there. And you, Steven? I want you, son, to head for that space center at once to start the preparations using that link cable that I gave you.
The link cable, so it is to be a warp system. Yes, I understand, but Granite Cave... As I see the floor where we first met, the floor with the ancient wall paintings, it is true that there were many shards of meteorites scattered about there. It looks as though it's decided then, Rodri. I will head for the Space Center in Moss Deep. If I learn anything, I will contact you at once. Though it will end up as another one-sided message like the one I sent you, I'm afraid. Good luck. See you later, Steve-O.
Steven, I love you, baby. Just know, your mother would be proud. Then I will be counting on the two of you to take care of this for me. If you forget just what it is you need to do, come talk to me again.
Well, guys, it looks like we have been entrusted with another adventure here in the Delta episode. The fun is just beginning. We are just starting to get ourselves into some shenanigans, into some trouble, but I'm very excited to see what's coming up. As I mentioned, you guys, get some goals in mind. Get something going. And if you guys have any tips for me on what's coming up, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like for the Delta episode, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.